This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network's Chief of Infectious Disease addresses the coronavirus. That and more next. Hello everyone and happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Mr. Lassant, for giving me this green tie. I'm Ken Kara and here's your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Pennsylvanians have a very important job right now. Stay calm, stay home, and stay safe. That was the message today from State Health Secretary Dr. Rachel Levine. Today, state officials report that there are 20 new cases of COVID-19 in the Commonwealth. That brings the total number to 96. There are no new cases in Luzerne County. The governor, in accordance with the CDC, is calling on organizers to cancel or postpone in-person events that consist of 10 or more people. Today, the Lehigh Valley Health Network's Chief of Infectious Disease, Dr. Luther Rhodes, who has 45 years of experience in the field, answered reporters' questions inside the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center.
Well, the number of cases is going to be increased definitely because we're now testing. That's what's been so frustrating from the public and from the internal, the medical thing. It is so frustrating because we can tell you exactly how many cases of diseases occur. In most cases, you can tell. With COVID, because the testing has been so severely limited until about 2 weeks ago, these testing centers just opened for business on Friday. And there are large numbers of cases, a large number of tests being done, and those results are just now going to start in. So we'll all see together on any numbers of cases, but don't translate increased numbers to necessarily the virus getting worse. I would say it's more virus getting recognized, because I hear all the time, and I think my heart and soul, I felt for some time, the virus has been spreading. We just have called it other things. We call it flu with a negative flu test or whatever. It makes perfectly good sense to me that it would be present, much like influenza is present in the community. It's a respiratory spread. I'm perfectly aware of the limitations of the testing. Everybody is, I think, now in this country. But we're getting beyond that. The positive thing is the industry response. I trust it. I mean, I've been living with, again, 40 years in practice. The changes that I've seen over the decades in the sophistication of what we do is breathtaking. It's part of why I show up every day, quite frankly, because I don't want to miss stuff. There's really good high-tech stuff coming our way, and here.
There are 3 ways to be screened for COVID-19: an e-visit through mylvhn.org, a video visit, or by calling 888-402-LVHN. There is a testing center at 140 North Sherman Court in Hazleton. For more information, check out the Lehigh Valley Health Network's Facebook page. We will post today's entire news conference with Dr. Rhodes on our Facebook page. The American Red Cross says it's facing a severe blood shortage. The concern comes after an unprecedented number of blood drive cancellations. To date, nearly 2,700 blood drives have been canceled across the country, 28 in northeastern Pennsylvania. More than 80% of the blood collected comes from the drives. The Red Cross has implemented new safety measures that include temperature checks, hand sanitizer, spacing beds where possible for social distancing, and more. Healthy individuals are needed now to donate. A blood drive is set for Friday from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. at the Beaver Meadows Borough Hall. To schedule an appointment, call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. The Hazleton Area School District will begin to distribute free school lunches tomorrow. There will be a drive-through and pickup 11:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. during the weekdays at Maple Manor, Heights Terrace, Valley, and Freeland Elementary Middle Schools. Lunch and a breakfast for the following day will be provided to children under 18 from any district on a first-come, first-served basis. And be sure to check out SSPTV Samsung Productions Facebook page for other important announcements. You don't have to have a Facebook account to look at our page. Today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and our Lisa Sugart sat down with Charles McElwee to find out a wee bit about the Irish in Hazleton.
I thought I'd focus on one guy this year. He was named Patrick Boyle. So he was born in 1844 in County Donegal, which is where all of Hazleton's Irish came from, including my family, and Ardara, places like the Finn Valley, Ballybuffet, and the western part of that county in Ulster. So he immigrated to Philadelphia, walked to Allentown, and then he started as a carpenter's helper and decided that he wanted to go out on business on his own, become a contractor. Built a few churches in Allentown, including Immaculate Conception. He made a decent amount of money and then decided to relocate to Hazleton by the 1880s. So here he is in Hazleton. He even served elected office in Allentown. He was a state representative there. But now he's in Hazleton, and he's responsible for the Diamond Addition. So really the entire street grid north of Diamond Avenue in Hazleton, really a section that turned Hazleton from a borough into a city by the 1890s. Boyle was largely responsible for that because he was a contractor helping build all those half-double homes that we still see standing today. So he became a millionaire, made a fortune, built a beautiful house on North Laurel Street, which still stands, and would be part of the historic district once this ultimately happens. And he became a state representative in Hazleton, too.
Interesting local historical facts. Visit the Greater Hazleton Historical Society Facebook page.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
More green on St. Patrick's Day here in Hazleton, and now your forecast from the National Weather Service. Looks like a decent night. Mostly clear. We'll have a low of 28 degrees. And then on Wednesday, the sun's out and we hit a high near 50 degrees at night. A 90% chance of rain with a low of 37 degrees. Rain again on Thursday, 80% chance. We'll have a high of 57. It will be windy as well. At night, 80% chance of showers, mainly before 8 p.m. and then after that, some rain. We'll have a low of 53 degrees. Rain likely on Friday night, 70% chance with a high of 67. That's on Friday. And Friday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 33. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of only 39 degrees and mostly clear at night with a low of 21 degrees. Coming up, we talk with Tamaqua Bronson Strouts about his state medal-winning wrestling career, his future on the Bloomsburg University football team, and how he ended up on the kickoff coverage team at Tamaqua. And on this St. Patrick's Day, we get an Irish dance lesson from Sabo School of Irish Dance in Orwigsburg. That story is next. We'll be right back.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recent departed. Charles M. Bellaconis, age 76, of Hollards Hill. Friends may call today from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Mass, as directed by the Diocese of Scranton, will be private at Transfiguration Church. Gerald A. De Palma of Hazleton, Mass will be Saturday at 10 a.m. at Holy Rosary Church. Friends may call Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. Ann C. Gregory, age 92, of Freeland. Services will be private under the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Alice Jean Gudanowski, age 67, formerly of Hazleton. A funeral service will be held on Friday at 11 a.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. And Lael Swank, age 49, of Mountaintop. Mass will be Friday at 10 a.m. at St. Jude Church. Thursday's visitation has been canceled due to recent health concerns, and a celebration of life will be held at a later date. The Desiderio Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Today's obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.